First of all, I'd like to mention that we accept all the major carriers, shipping carriers. You can use anyone you like. If you're using FedEx, DHL, or UPS, please include your information as to your name and account name on the tag form. All this will go on the tag form if you're using a major carrier. If you're using United States Post Office, check with your local post office for latest pricing. I highly recommend the self-adhesive boxes. This one here will hold about 7 shirts. This one here will hold 1. This priority mail envelope will hold 2 shirts. This will hold a single shirt. The thing I like about them is they're self-adhesive. Very easy. You don't have to buy any special sealing tape. The others are basically will hold the same amount as the medium. This one obviously is going to hold 1. This one here will probably hold up to 8 or 10 shirts, although you'll need sealing tape for that particular one. If you're using a personal postage meter from your home or office, make sure you get the exact weight on it, because when we ship it back, the post office will check it, and if you don't have the correct postage, we'll have to put your order on hold until we get the correct amount settled. There's a short video that will follow. It's an older video we first produced. The only different thing is the pricing and also our phone number. I'd like to talk a little bit about the packaging when you're mailing in your shirts. There's 2 types really that I recommend. One is the priority tie-back, which will accommodate up to 2. But as of last month, that's in May, the rates aren't quite as good as they used to be. At present, it's $4.80, and you can get 1 shirt in there, and that's just about it. Once you go over that 1 shirt limit, it jumps to about $7.70. So that's why I'm recommending to all our customers that you get the flat rate box, which is $9.80. It's about 3 1/4 inch high and 12 inches wide, and long it's about 14 inches, and will accommodate about 7 or 8 shirts if you roll them properly. And it's a flat rate, and the good thing about this box is that it has the self-adhesive tabs on it, so you just take it out. It has a stickum on it, very strong, and you don't have to use any tape, any packaging tape whatsoever. And even you don't even have to put a typewritten label on it. You can just with a magic marker or a good pen, you can just write the address in there, and that saves you a lot of time. The second thing about it is I'm including a link on our website. You can go to the ups.com and you can order boxes. They'll deliver to your office or home, and this way if you're really busy you don't have to make a special trip. Normally when you go into the post office, they're on display. They don't cost you anything. They'll give you the boxes knowing that you're going to come back and use a flat rate price on it. So anyway, the other thing that I recommend, if you're going to put shirts in this box, I would get myself a little small trash can bag, and you can wrap your shirts inside and then place them in the box. Since it's a flat rate, you don't worry about any additional. Whatever you can get in the box, they'll do it for $9.80, and we'll do the same thing. We'll box it in there, and for $9.80 we'll send it right back to you. Now, if you want it insured, you're going to have to include the insurance on there. They'll tell you at the post office. I'm not exactly sure what it is per 100, but you can cover your shirts and make sure you include that amount so we can send it back if you want them insured going back. And there's also a delivery confirmation. I think it runs about 75-95 cents. I would recommend that very highly, because normally when they have a delivery confirmation, they don't tend to lose them very easily. They can track them. They give you tracking on the website. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you basically how we fold the shirts and stuff them in the box. Now here's a shirt that we're going to fold and put in the box. You can see it's pretty wide. What I normally do too, make sure you button the collar, and make sure you button all the front buttons on it too. That kind of keeps it together. And what I do is I turn it face down, and this here, the yoke is very wide, and if you check your box, just make sure you make this shirt and just fold it so you get the width to fit inside the box. You know the box is 12 inches wide, so you want to make it less than 12. And just fold the sleeves again. You might have to fold them several times. Do the same thing on the other side. again, fold them and get them within that end. And then what I do is normally I bring the top to the center and fold it, and there it is. It's all folded for you, and you do every shirt the same way. Now we have a couple of shirts here that we're going to fold. Now we've gone through this process. What I would do is I would turn it with face down and just fold them, just like you. Same way. You can fold it twice if you want. And I would do each shirt, do 6, 7, however many it's going to take. The next step we'll do is we'll get the box together. Okay, the first thing you do with this box is I would recommend that you write our address on here first before you put the box together, or if you've typewritten a label on it, put it on now while it's in the flat stage, just a lot easier to smooth down. But once you've done that on this flat rate box, there's an adhesive end on it. And I would pull one end off and get the sides in. I know this is not brain surgery, and it pretty well goes together. That's how easy it is. And of course you've already done your label. And now what we're doing is we're taking the shirts. Now if you don't have a plastic bag, you would just start to load them in there. 1, 2, and you could get 7 in there. Now I know a lot of you men have beautiful quality shirts. Now for you men that have had your shirts, your good quality shirts, you spend $200 or $300 for a shirt, normally the boxes arrive pretty well, but sometimes for some reason they end up wet and your shirts could get stained. We always send your shirts back in a plastic bag. We don't always receive them that way. But what I would do, I would put all your 6 or 7 shirts in the plastic bag. And you get all of them in there. And then what I would do is I would get the box and put it on in case. You never know. The postman runs into a sprinkler, whatever. It happens. It's protected. And then obviously you would take the last piece of adhesive on there and seal the box. Now you can call the post office. They do pick up at home, or they do pick up at your office. So if you're working all day and you can't break away, just call the post office, give them your hours. They will pick up this package for you. No extra charge. In that case, you would make sure that you have your postage on it already. Your $9.80 on there, which you could put normal stamps on there. Or if you have a postage machine in your office, you could put the postage on. It's $9.80. You might want to check on the delivery confirmation and insurance. You'd have to go to the post office most likely for insurance on it. Usually through eBay they have a postage system, and then there's the UnitedStatesPostOffice.com that has a mailing system with a machine also that you could probably get into if you plan to send a lot of them. And that's basically how the packaging runs. We do accept all delivery carriers. If you're going to use FedEx or UPS, make sure on the tag form you include your account number so we can put that on the form to send it all back to you. All of them, FedEx, UPS, DHL, we use every one of them, not a problem. We find that the priority mail boxes are probably the easiest to put together. And like I said, the postman comes by every day so they can pick up your box. And that's the story on the flat rate box.